Imagine one person meeting 500 of the most successful people of his time, and then summarizing the reasons behind their success in a single book. Now imagine that thousands of books were written after this one, discussing principles it had already mentioned. A book that was published in 1937, 86 years ahead of many others. That's why it's called the grandfather of self-development books. In this clip, I'll give you the essence, well, not all of it, but some of the most important principles mentioned in this book. And I'd love you to tell me in the comments which principle truly resonated with you and felt valuable. Think and grow rich. Andrew Carnegie once rode a freight train from his city to the city where Thomas Edison had his office. Edison later described their first meeting. He said Carnegie stood before him looking almost like a homeless man, but there was something in his facial expression that gave him the impression that he was determined to achieve what he had set out for. So Edison gave him a chance. Do you think he offered him a partnership right away? Of course not. He offered him a job with a very small salary. The tasks Carnegie handled were not particularly important, but the idea in his mind was what truly mattered. Carnegie kept trying to prove his abilities to Edison, hoping to convince him to become his partner. Months passed while he worked around Edison. Whenever he sat alone and reflected, he never said, "Maybe I should change my goal. Maybe I should try something else and hope luck smiles at me." No, he kept saying, "I came here to partner with Edison. Even if I dedicate my entire life to this goal, I don't mind." At the time, he probably didn't fully realize the depth of his determination and persistence. Then one day, the opportunity came, but no one expected it. Napoleon Hill describes opportunity in a powerful way. He says opportunities often come through the back door, disguised as misfortune or temporary defeat. And perhaps that's why so many people fail to recognize them. At that time, Edison had invented a new device,